Yep, it's that time of half a year, or in our case, quarter year. Um, Actually, not even a quarter year. It's like two. It's only been 2 months. Not even
Yeah.
2 months. Yeah, we're finally finishing another season of Ultraman, and it's one that neither of us has watched yet. So,
Until
yeah,
now.
until now. Now we can both honestly say we have both watched the entirety of Ultraman Z.
Indeed.
It's hard to believe, but I can walk around. It's like, yo, who's got 2 arms, 2 thumbs, and it's Ultraman Z? This guy and that guy. Hello everyone. Welcome to the UltraQuest podcast here on the Morphin Network, and I still cannot get used to this camera proportion because Zed and Rito and Goldar destroyed our backstage. But you know what? It's not the end of the world because forces of darkness empower me, bring me back to my virtual reality. But yeah, no, it's I just got this thing.
I didn't know you were Grimlord.
No, I'm related to his niece, Haley Zichter. Yeah, you ever wonder if Haley Zichter was related to Carl Zichter? I, for one, am, and I have, and I still do. And believe me, if the actress who plays Haley Zichter ever comes to Morphicon, you best believe I will ask so many questions about that. You ever notice how in Dino Thunder, Anton Mercer literally does all the same things that Carl Zichter does? You know, trying to buy out properties for his evil real estate plans.
Yep. So would it be, hail Mesogog, master of low-income housing?
Yeah. Yeah, with rent control and gentrification all at the same time. Yeah. You can't do both, but he'll figure out a way. Yeah. Not gonna lie though. Owning property ain't easy. You know, it's like pimping. Pimping ain't easy. Landlording ain't easy. Mhm. But no, we're not here to talk about real estate and buying out dams and cyber cafes. We're here to take a sabbatical because without proper StreamYard, we basically have to go our separate ways, do some reflecting, figure out what to do next with our lives, sit on the sidewalk with a paper sign saying, "Will review tokusatsu for food." Yeah, because where we last left off in our previous episode, yeah, storage has been disbanded.
Mm-hmm.
And weirdly enough, John and Yoko are on a date. I'm just kidding. His name is not John.
No.
No.
Haruki?
Haruki may as well be, because Yoko's just like, you know, I never had boba before. I know it's a popular trend, but I've never tried. Okay, boomer. But yeah, no, it's an interesting setup where even one of the bad guys is disguised as a pizza delivery boy. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Too bad there aren't any car rangers in that pizza.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the recipient isn't a little 3-eyed black alien from like the distant past to send you to the distant future. Yes, I need a pizza for capital I period capital C period WEINER. Pizza for icy wiener. Jeez.
Yep. Futurama.
Yeah, yeah. You know, the crazy part is, it's like if you watch that flashback episode with Seymour, you actually see hints to the Waya Fry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you pay attention carefully, like in the past, like in the cryo labs, you actually see one of Nibbler's eyes poking out of the trash bin.
Yeah, I did notice that.
And that part when like where Philip loses his balance on the sit and spin, which I seemingly tend to do when I lean forward too much. You actually see a silhouette of Fry's head, like coming from underneath the desk. So enjoy the rewatch. I did not watch the new season. In case if anyone's asking, I don't know when the new King of the Hill comes out, but that is something I'm also probably gonna check out after I finish marathoning the original run of King of the Hill. You know, after I finish watching How I Met Your Mother, after I finish watching Kamen Rider Ichigo for the second time,
Yeah.
after I finish watching Ultraman Z for the first time.
Yeah. And I recently just got done with my rewatch of Mystic Force. Still a good season. So that means Operation Overdrive is next.
Have fun.
Well, here's the thing. This might be a hot take, but I still think that Operation Overdrive is better than Samurai, Megaforce, Ninja Steel, and Dino Fury.
Yeah, that take isn't as hot as you might think it is. Slightly tepid, sure, but it's certainly not scalding.
Yeah, I mean, I remember there was a time into where Operation Overdrive was considered the worst season, but that changed when Samurai came around.
Yeah,
and especially when Megaforce came around.
Contextually, Overdrive was the worst season when there were only 17 seasons.
Yeah.
It's like saying, oh yeah, like Attack of the Clones was the worst Star Wars movie back when there was only 6 Star Wars movies.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing is that with like Operation Overdrive over Megaforce, at least Operation Overdrive tried to tell a story. It still had some heart into it.
Yeah. Especially Spencer. If
Yeah.
I may say so, Master Mac. Cheer the heck up. Seriously, you're embarrassing yourself and quite frankly myself. Do you think I didn't spend 50 years perfecting my Arthur Pennyworth routine just so I could mope around like a Grayson? No, you are Wayne, sir. Now start to act like one.
Yeah. So eventually, probably next week, I'll probably start my rewatch of Overdrive because I've been rewatching over the years the consistently good seasons.
Yeah.
Note, consistently good. That being up to RPM.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, those are also the only seasons I have on DVD, plus Dino Charge.
Oh yeah, Dino Charge wasn't bad. It's honestly the only good Neo Saban season in my opinion. And even then, it still has its problems.
You know, I wouldn't mind it having all of Samurai and Megaforce, like all 88 episodes, if they had them as like one box set.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just to get out of the way, just say I physically have it, and then get one of like Ninja Steel with Dino Charge Ninja Steel.
Yeah.
And then get a slightly bigger box set for Beast Morphers, Dino Fury, and Cosmic Fury. Honestly, it's a taller ask because it's like this time it's gonna be about 90 like a little over 90. Let's see, like, yeah, it's about 100 episodes combined across 5 seasons, because you've got the 20 episodes plus the 10 for each of the 4 seasons, plus the 10 episodes of Cosmic Fury, plus the 8 episodes of what is relatively specials, and now you have 98 episodes. Oh, geez. Combined, that's the same number of episodes as Kamen Rider. All that's missing is 3 movies, and one of them being Once and Always.
Yeah.
Oh snap! It really is Kamen Rider. They even make most of the female characters blend, except for 1 or 2 of them. No, seriously, it's like they give Amelia a character, they give Fern character, and Zoe, and a little bit of Roxy, but that's pretty much it. It's disappointing, man. Megan could have had more screen time. Megan. Okay, but for real though, our honeymooners, who are just friends, je bleu raison le pantalon quand il son pantalon. I don't know why I'm speaking French. I don't want to be French. I just want them leather pants. Yeah, no, they end up going to the museum where their original mecha was stored. So basically, it's like the second episode of Lost Galaxy, where it's like this is a museum, not a mecha.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we encounter Homegirl and the Professor like just being mascots, basically. And then we're attacked by another Barossa. It's like, oh my god, it's a third one. I am not the third one. The last one you killed was my younger brother. Wow, that's very petty. It's very petty. Make the middle child the last one. Out of 10,000.
Yeah, what number are you in those 10,000 siblings?
Yeah, I mean, obviously across the 3 that we did see, you're the second one out of 3. But out of 10,000, how many are you? Or rather, of the 9,998 that are left, which one are you?
Yeah, if you want to be more specific.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're fighting Barossa, and we got the original mecha with Beta Smash, because obviously storage is out of commission. And from out of left field, we get attacked by a monster summoned by a Juggler. I'm like, geez, Juggler, like, which side are you on?
He
like
just does whatever he wants for shits and giggles.
Just like how Balial Rock cuts whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, even Yoko's like very moody with like her like mecha piloting skills. But yeah, no, we at least, hey, our original mecha's getting some work in while Ashta no Joe storage formation is not getting some licks in. Who would have thought? Yeah. But yeah, no, but we got several monsters to contend with. So, oh, and also there's a skateboard scene. Yeah, but the really cool part is that Yoko actually gets to wield a Belial Rock in this episode.
Yeah, she pilots Savenger and is able to hold it.
Yeah, it's like if you were to wield me, what would you do? What? I said, if you were able to wield me, what would you do? I would cut through the sky while riding on a skateboard. That sounds totally extreme. I want in. Yes, this is exhilarating.
Wait, I got one. Dude, Yugi! I think Taya wants to date you. You should wear one of those awesome silver bracelets. Now let's get on Armando awesome skateboards and order some Potatious pizza. Tubular idea, Pharaoh.
Oh, you just remembered? Card games on motorcycles. Card games on motorcycles. Card games on motorcycles. Card games on skateboards. Too soon, Krillin. Too soon.
Yeah. Oh, yes. When I cosplayed Yusei, literally everybody kept saying card games on motorcycles to me. It got to the point to where it got predictable.
Yeah, just the other day, I was thinking back on. I was just thinking about One Piece Abridged. You know when Iruka Sensei made One Piece abridged?
Yeah.
It's like it's like oh, it's like do a barrel roll. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch, Leroy Jenkins. Hi, I'm the Mr. One Piece. I'm looking for the One Piece. Have you seen the One Piece? Screw the One Piece. I have the One Piece. Where's the One Piece? Have you checked Tom Cruise's closet? Yes. I mean, no. I'll go check right now. Okay, I just checked Tom Cruise's closet, but the One Piece is not Tom Cruise's closet. But Tom Cruise is in Tom Cruise's closet because he's gay, not telling anyone about it. Where's the One Piece? Now I'm looking for the One Piece and also my breakfast. There it is. I mean my breakfast, not the One Piece. And basically that's how it goes for a solid 5 minutes. And then naturally Joe Kage makes his own abridged series. What's this? Bleach a bridge? Joe Kage, how could you? Hello, I'm Ichigo Kurosaki. I am R-worded. This is my bankai. It is also R-worded. See, being disabled, I can say the word, but out of context, no one's allowed to hear me say it. Yeah, you know, it's like if Leo put some paprika in his Lexile, if you know what I mean. It's like he can say it, but you won't hear him say it. You're not allowed to hear him say it. But we all know. But yeah, no, it's very brief episodes. Like we have a tubular, exhilarating clip of Dio slashing through a Barossa while Gamma Future uses his tubular powers. It's like 4 kids, a bridge. Yes, and if it wasn't insulting enough, Yoko turned around and did a pose while I just exploded right behind her. That's an actual line from Power Rangers Samurai, by the way.
Oh, I don't like that season. Yeah, I wanted to, but
it's from the Halloween episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will never understand those weird mandates for the Neo Saban era.
Neither can I. Okay, so hot button survey question, and this is a question I'll ask to all of you in our audience. What's worse, Nickelodeon mandates for Power Rangers, or 4Kids mandates for their shows?
Oh my god! Oh god! Oh gosh! Which mandates are worse? Now that is the $1 million question. You know, they're both cringy in different ways, but I mean, with the Neo Saban era, they point out the obvious, and they have constant dialogue during the fights, and they insult your intelligence. Mm-hmm. But then again, with 4Kids, they also insult your intelligence by pointing out the obvious, and also changing all the music.
Like how golf is incredibly boring, and the 70s should never make a comeback.
Yeah. Oh, don't even get me started with 4Kids dialogue.
I'll say this: 4Kids original shows like TMNT and Stargate Infinity probably not bad.
TMNT was actually pretty good.
Yeah, but it's when they kind of dub over some of the Shonen Jump franchises.
Yeah.
Yeah, like specifically Shonen Jump, like Yu-Gi-Oh was and Pokemon were probably like the 2 things that were probably the most benign. I mean, yeah, you got the jelly-filled donuts, but let's be honest. When it came to Pokemon, the Donuts was kind of the worst of it.
Yeah.
Once
I mean, their dub of Pokemon was decent. Their dubs
Yeah.
of Yu-Gi-Oh! I have a lot to say about that.
But the theme songs were fire.
Oh yeah, like I've mentioned before, but you know this, but the audience might not. I have seen barely any of 5Ds in the dub. I have seen 5Ds completely in the sub. And even I think that the 4Kids opening to 5Ds is good.
Yep. I'll say this. I liked most of the openings, but as far as actually watching shows all the way through, only a few of them did I actually do that. I mean, obviously there's TMNT, Kirby, Sonic, the original Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Obviously, I had to wait until like a year or two ago on Hulu, but even then, season 4 is not there.
Yeah. Well, it's always in Japanese if you want to see that.
Yeah. 5Ds though, like they did some weird stuff. Like
yeah,
they cut out the 3-part episode where Jack Atlas gets Red Nova Dragon, and then they just almost completely cut out the entire final arc, where it's like after he defeats
Aporia?
like the trio who are secretly one dude, Jacob.
That's not his name, if it's the character I think you're talking about, his name was Jose in the Japanese version.
Uh-huh.
You'll have to pardon me. I'm not too familiar with the 5D's dub names.
Okay, so basically the dude who split himself into 3 dudes from different time periods.
Yeah, when he's combined, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
When he's combined, is he still called Aporia in the dub?
I don't remember, but basically, once Yusei defeats him, they cut straight to the epilogue at the end of the entire series. So, even when his amnesiac friend regains his memory and reveals himself to be the secret 4th villain, they completely cut that subplot out.
Yeah, all the more reason to watch it in Japanese.
Yeah, or just don't get lazy. We'll bring back the original cast, dub over the missing episodes, make an uncut version like Dragon Ball Z Uncut, and make oodles of money.
Yeah. Here's the thing, is that 4Kids actually, and I own these. In fact, you know what? I'll get them. Yeah, I actually leaving my seat.
For the first time in forever.
So, because I'm using my phone,
yeah,
these are the uncut Yu-Gi-Oh! DVDs. These were released back in 2004, and they're bilingual.
These the ones that only had 4 episodes.
The what?
These the ones that only had 4 episodes per disc.
Close, 3.
Even worse.
So with these have both an uncut dub and the original Japanese version, but it's only the first 9 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the first 3 or 4 volumes technically the first 12 volumes of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I kind of have all of season 0, the manga, plus I would say the first half of Duelist Kingdom. Up to Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, I have the manga.
Yeah, so with those DVDs, it's amazing that 4Kids did an uncut dub and released the original Japanese version, the first 9 episodes, but they stopped. When I met Eric Stewart last year, I asked him, so why did they stop? Do you know that? And do you know why? And I told him it's all right if he didn't know. He said, I'm not entirely sure. It might have been because 4Kids ran out of money.
That's crazy, man. Finding out that 4 kids of all things running out of money after all they put us through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, it's like we have the first 9 episodes of the Japanese version on DVD at least. It would be great if we got the rest. And if they released 5Ds in Japanese on DVD over here, I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. No, and like I said, it'd be nice to get like a funny dub of the original Yu-Gi-Oh. Bring back the original cast. Don't get me wrong, but have like funny funded and just like redub some of the episodes so that's more up to date. Like what was really weird about the 4 Kids cut, the TV cut, is how certain 2-part episodes were crammed into one episode, and in order to abridge them, they just made a montage with shameless inserts from songs from the album "Music to Duel By."
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna panic.
Yeah, when that's not in the Japanese version at all.
Gee, the song "I'm Not Gonna Panic." I wonder what duel that song was used in. Clearly, it was Yugi versus Mokuba.
Yes, clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, and then when Joey fought against Rex, they played "No Matter What, Let the Games Begin. No matter what, may the best man win." And then in the episode where Taya duels against Mai, they used the Yu-Gi-Oh rap, and I bet you forgot that was even a thing.
What is it with 4 kids trying to be hip with the kids?
Yeah, and it was so stupid too. Like I remember parts of it where it's like your move, better think twice before you choose. The way I play tonight, just the way I'm gonna lose. Yeah, it's a game. Yeah, but it's more than that. My grandpa's been kidnapped. Where he go? I don't know. But I'm the hero though. Like at least that's all I remember.
Yeah.
And then and then it ends with when it's my move, I'm the king of the game. You had to have that echo at the end. Game.
Yeah, I can't find it right now, but I have the CD of all the Japanese and openings and endings for the original and 5Ds.
Yeah, and the only reason I know some of the songs from Music to Duel By is because I got one of those Seto Kaiba CDs from McDonald's.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, you know what cold opening they use to promote that particular Happy Meal rotation? They had a kid with Secret Service order a Happy Meal, and they handcuffed a Happy Meal bag to the kid's wrist and then escorted him to his table. So that no one steals the 2 cards that your Happy Meal comes with.
God only knows if it comes with Millennium Shield or not.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Oh, Millennium Shield was one of the cards on there, as well as Cosmo Queen. But what I do remember is that I had literally the only spell card in the entire set. Hold on. I'm just curious. Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm just curious. From the original run, I'm curious.
Oh, here it is.
Cards. Yeah. Yes, the Mighty Kids Meal, because it wasn't enough to just have a kids meal. They had to call it the Mighty Kids Meal to compete against Burger King's Big Kids Meal.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like that's
Yugi and the Pharaoh playing with instruments.
Yeah. Yeah, Oni Ushi was there. Yeah, Millennium Shield, Frog the Jam, Cosmo Queen, and yes, Piercing Light was the one spell card in the entire set. Oh yeah, Goddess of Limb. I remember that card. Don't remember if I had it. And of course, Teia's special card, Fairy's Gift. Yeah, man. Hindsight, I wish I did have Cosmo Queen. That card was hecka lit. Yeah.
But I think we're getting a little off topic now.
Way off topic. Oh yeah, Dark Piercing Light. I like Dark Piercing Light. That card was hecka lit. Yes. Flip all face down monsters on your opponent's side of the field face up. and then you'll be able to go back to the original plot of Ultraman Z. But all's well that ends well. We're still out of a job. Jeez, it's almost like nothing important happened in this episode.
Not really.
Besides Dio on a skateboard. Yeah. Yeah, moving on to the next episode. You get a recap of 2 episodes ago.
Yep.
I wish that were the case. Oh yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, the D4, it's such a powerful weapon, but Zed had an energy beam that negated it. If only we had Zed's power and added to our own. No, I seriously, that's literally what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving right along, episode 23 starts off with the press conference. It's like, but won't it be a regular issue if things get destroyed from your Ultrazoid?
Oh yeah, when they basically make Mecha Ultraman Zero.
Yeah, not even Zed, Ultraman the Zero.
Yeah, you think it would make more sense for it to be Mecha Zet, but no, it's Mecha Zero.
Yeah, you know what's really weird is that T-shaped visor on his face kind of reminds me of Mewtwo wearing that armor in the movie.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, oh yeah, we found archive footage of Ultraman Zed and Geed and Ace for some reason. And we're gonna kind of combine all their powers in order to make the Ultrazoidius Rex. Look, I'm gonna make jokes about his name. I'm gonna 4Kidsify this episode because
oh gosh.
Yeah, this is basically the 3-part finale of Zed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Yoko's been recruited to the GAFJ because oh yeah, we need an ace pilot. So yeah. Yeah. Well, Yoko, at least you're not a DEI hire. No one could ever accuse you of being one, at least. But yeah, so we're doing a field test, and well, I'll give you a few guesses as to how this plays out. And yes, it's like, oh, let's try to test out the D4. No. Test out the D4. No. Trust out the D4. I don't wanna. And of course, 2 kaiju attack back to back. Like they're like right next to each other. You know, if you think about it, it's kind of like watching Tortoise in the Hare. If the tortoise had the suction cups on its shell and the hare was reptilious with amphibious features.
Yeah, they have Takong and King Gessera.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course Zed is trying to do his thing. He's using his alpha edge form. He's trying his best to fight them both off. Like he's doing his thing. He's a good boy. But then Ultrazoid shows up and it's like what is this new century? We're gonna are you piloted by Bit Cloud? Like freaking Ultra Zero Jaeger, Ultra Zero Schneider, Ultra Zero Panzer.
Well, Ultraman Zero does have different forms, but they're not called that.
Yeah. And they're not in German either. They're in Greek. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, oh, and they also have what I think is a Black King in this episode. Or at least
no, it's not Black King, it's Demaga from Ultraman X.
Yeah. Yeah, Demaga. Man, it feels like so long ago that we watched Ultraman X.
Yeah.
Ultraman X.
Yeah. Oh, and you know who else shows up in this episode? Not Godzilla, Gomez.
Look, hey, Axel, check it out. My Godzilla's horny. Oh yeah, look at those horns he's got there. Yeah. So, so we got Gomez and some other classic not Gojiras, and they're just overwhelming 3v1. The Ultrazoid. And you forgot about the other two from earlier, didn't you? So yeah, maybe making your own fake Ultraman is probably not a good idea. Bit off
No.
more than you could chew. It's like that episode of Doctor Who when they destroyed the Sycorax. It's like, well, now the rest of the universe knows that the Earth is armed and dangerous. You used to have protections, now you don't. But yeah, no, it's it gets to the point where yes, we have to use the D4, and we don't want to use the D4, but we gotta use the D4. So here's us using the D4. And of course the chief is like, while we're like,
oh hell no.
Yeah. But, at least we survive, But the Ultrazoid gets knocked out because, it's not combat ready. Let's keep it 100. And of course, the captain reveals himself to be a creep. Or at least he has a creepy smile. No, I'm just kidding. No, he reveals himself to be Jugless Juggler. Didn't I say don't just rely on your eyes? You stupid Giorno. I knew I shouldn't have trusted you. Yeah. Which brings us to episode 24. Oh, geez. We're just burning right through this, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like this. It's like not a lot happens in these episodes. It's more like you could cram these into a two-part if you wanted to.
Yeah, you really could.
Yeah. Honestly, I was more hyped for the Ultraman X finale than the Ultraman Z finale. Because, we've been hyping up Jugless and the Parasite dude for a minute. And really, there's really not much to amount from it. But yes, the Parasite dude summons his 5-monster Chimera, which causes Jugless to turn into his own 3-monster Chimera. And I swear, these look like super demons from Go-Go 5. I probably mentioned that in an earlier episode, but I swear they look like Diabolico and Olympias from the anti-penultimate episode of Lightspeed Rescue. And then they fought. But wait, first of all, one's like, you're messing with me. I don't like you messing with me. And then they fight. No. And then the other one says, no, I'm not the one messing with you. You're you're the one messing with me, and I'm tired of it. Now. And then they fought.
Samurai Jack reference.
See, this is why I love this guy. Yeah, so the two monsters fought each other, and Zed is clearly confused. Like, who are we fighting? It's like, and of course, Dio's like, oh, please, let me cut both of them down. I am absolutely throbbing to cut them both down like they're both bloody Joestars.
Yeah, we go from Yu-Gi-Oh to JoJo.
Yes, stick around. I might make a Yu Yu Hakusho reference. So yes, we try to cut down both of these kaiju, and apparently it's not working. Just as once, it does not work. And then of course, he gets knocked out. He becomes unconscious, and Zed appears in front of him. I was like, "Listen, you're having an out of body experience. Like you have to wake up, or else we're both gonna die." Yeah, Mr. Zed, I have a question. Yeah, why are you naked? What? Yeah, Mr. Zed, why are you naked? There's a simple explanation for that. Now get back up there because the parasite took over the commander's body.
Mm-hmm.
Something we completely neglected. But the thing is, like, even when you watch this entire show back to back, it's like, when did this happen? When did it happen? Who knows? We just know that it did. And of course, the parasite dude in the commander's body has to start monologuing. It's like, you stupid human. This ultra metal is mine. It's like, Commander. Ugh. Bro, you outed yourself. You outed yourself. You outed yourself. And of course, he wakes up in the hospital, and of course, he spills the beans. The commander is really the parasite dude. It's like, oh, wait, really? We gotta warn Yoko.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, Yoko finds out, but not from Haruki. Yes,
She learns the hard way.
She learns the very hard way. To place the thing. That's an unnecessary Hamlet reference. But yeah, you thought Dio was the one who's going to infect you with the parasite, but it's actually I, parasite dude. Kono parasito da. Yeah, and yes, evil Yoko. Wow, I never imagined I would put those two words together right next to each other. This coming from a Beatles fan, by the way. Yeah, Yoko tosses that one ultra metal inside of the
Ultroid Zero.
Yeah, I'm still calling it Ultrazoid.
Ultrazoid.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course she's like
Yeah, just walking all creepily.
Yeah, it's like this is my impression of the fortune teller from Squid Game. Which, by the way, is out on Netflix as of last night. I'm 30 minutes. I only have 30 minutes left of the entire series. So you know what I'm doing this summer. Yeah. Good acting, terrible writing. like the actress who plays Yoko, good job. But what's with the dialogue? Yeah, so basically we have to find Yoko and like extract her. That's the plan. That's my game. Will I come out on top again? Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. And of course, and apparently kaiju are attacking from all over the world, including downtown LA. Huh, must have missed that.
Yeah, and then very soon we'll be having a whole bunch of monsters at G-Fest.
Oh no. Yeah. So, this is it. The final battle. Jugless, it's time to spit some rhyme. You got it, Haruki. Wait, what? Alright, Jugless, check it out. It's Haruki from Ultra Z. Listen up. Here it is. The awesome challenge. I suggest whoever makes the best Ultraman reference will be the best Ultra in the world and the king of kaiju. I know I got your beat, but homie, don't be lame. This is serious. You gotta do it. Your title says you have to. Or you could go back to your dimension and hang out with OG. It's up to you. Oh, yeah. That poor Red King, who is white in this episode for some reason. It used to be yellow in the earlier episode, trying to protect its egg, that poor baby egg. It's like watching Squid Game Season 3 all over again. And it gets completely obliterated. Like freaking Ultrazoid is Exodia or something. In fact,
Ultrazoid Flame!
Yeah. It's like my ultra metal, my grandpa's Z Riser has no pathetic ultra metals, but it does have this Ultrazoid, the forbidden one. What? No, that's impossible. Ultrazoid, obliterate.
Yeah, using the Zestium beam.
Yeah, no, and of course, Parasite's like, oh man, all these humans have made such amazing weapons for me, and you were totally plain. And then like tosses a bunch of more coins to like make it mutate into
Destrudos.
Destrudos. I swear, some of these kaiju names. And yes, even the cockpit becomes more biological in its design.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like watching Power Ranger all over again. Ooh. Even like you got this 90s Godzilla head like tearing through the helmet of the thing, like
Yeah.
yeah, even Homegirl's like is like horrified. It's like, okay, I like kaiju, but this is ridiculous. And yeah, it looks like Queen Benshira in her kaiju form.
Hmm.
Man, it's weird. Like I think they took a lot of cues from Go-Go 5 for this season. And yes,
Maybe.
it's got like the tail of one kaiju on one shoulder, Red King on another shoulder, Satan Beetle on its chest, and a bunch of other parts everywhere else. I'm like, okay, who's been making Ultraman X fanfiction and turning it into Zed? Seriously. It's like this is exactly what Ultraman X did in his finale, except it's a kaiju doing it. It's like when Mel Fujitsu showed up in Akiba Ranger season 2. And you can't say that's not Mel Fujitsu because he has the same personality. All that's missing is Bernie Tanaka and Nigel Cochran. Man, I miss Nigel Cochran. He was sexist, but he was funny. Yeah. It's like, maybe you'll get married. I'm waiting for the right guy. Sure you are. Yes. Pierre the Toad. Yeah, and yeah, Homegirl is about to get arrested. Poor girl. I'm rooting for you, Homegirl. I'm rooting for you. But yeah, the D4 ray, yeah, that's still a functioning thing that comes out of the Satan Beetle's eyes for some reason. And of course, we have to use the Zession beam to like basically do Gohan versus Cell thing. Except you're not doing the ridiculous thing from Arc where it's like you're being pushed back all the way around the world. So you're back to back. I don't know. All you have to do is just be like, so that goes like,
yeah, just shake the beam.
Yeah.
So that does a chain reaction.
Somehow. I don't think beams work that way, but okay.
You know, it's Toku logic.
You know, it's like, sure, it's like you got Lark and Sael, like you're doing the theme song Daybreak Bell for Gundam 00, but I don't think they're inclined to do the theme song here, so no, thank you. Yeah. 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 This thing is weird. But yeah, no, it's we go off to our final episode because not really much happens in this episode after that. Zed and Haruki become unconscious. Like, if you transform one more time, we might die. Moving on to the next episode. Yeah, we're unmorphed. We can't transform. And Haruki has a snake tattoo that's about to bite him in the neck.
More Lightspeed Go-Go 5 references.
Exactly. You know, it's not like it's the Dragon of the Darkness Flame where he could just suck it up and then become the dragon. Rock the dragon. Yu Yu Hakusho. Not gonna lie though, that was quite an odd confrontation between he and Bowie. It's like, oh yeah, I totally absorbed my own attacks, and now I am my own attack. So it's basically the same as it always was, just not just like without the negative consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, Storage has to take back the facility, and even Jugless reveals himself in order to defeat the front line of security. And of course, Homegirl's like, oh my god, you were near this whole time? Can I have a skin sample? Or a hair sample? It's still epithelial tissue, so I'm fine either way.
Indeed.
Yes, and of course, kaiju are attacking Los Angeles and other obligatory places. Geez, what's weird? I did not see any of this happening in LA when this happened. Maybe it's because of the lockdowns. How stupid!
Maybe.
Maybe that's what the lockdown was about. Maybe COVID was just code for kaiju attack.
Oh, so I guess we should thank Zet then.
Yes, Zed cured us of COVID. Take that, happy science. Yeah. So yeah, we got our facility back. We're gonna summon all three of our giant robots because we can do this now, and we're gonna get back our homegirl. Yes, we got Wingdom. We got King Asha no Joe storage custom, and of course we got Classic 01. And what's really sad is that like when he becomes out of commission, he's got little X's on his eyes. That's
Yeah.
sad. Yeah. But it's still no match for
Gestrudos.
Gestrudos. So Haruki pulls off an Abare Black and goes inside Gestrudos and then rescues Yoko from the parasite dude. And of course they're both like falling down like it's freaking Eureka 7 mid-season finale where it's like I love you, Eureka. I love you, Renton. And then it's like oh yeah, the Belial metal purified or something like that. So of course, like we're gonna have one final transformation where like he turns into Delta Rise Claw, which again, where is the claw?
I don't know. Ask Tsuburaya.
Yeah, and yeah, also he has like a vision of himself arm wrestling Yoko.
What the hell was that?
And yeah, no, and of course we have to have a cameo from Dio. It's like finally a worthy opponent for me to cut down. Surely there won't be any negative consequences for me in this battle because I am the ultimate cutter. And of course, like he goes full Muda with his cutting ability. Ultraman Z is like on his final toes, and yeah, he uses his final Zession beam, where like you can see Haruki hyperimposed over the D4 barriers.
Yeah,
and somehow that's all we needed. And also, there's like a weird thing where the beam becomes all bendy to make that out the shape of a Z. I'm like,
yeah.
bruh, that's not how beams work, yo.
Well, it's how Zet's beam works now.
That's not how beams work.
It's Toku logic.
It's like,
oh yeah, arc.
So, Ark, are you gonna get out of the way or something? Yeah. So of course, Zed goes back to his base form and flies off. But first, we got to capture the parasite dude. It's like, oh no, you don't. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch, Leroy Jenkins. And Jugless makes his exit while Homegirl like watches from a distance. It's like, thank you, Jugless. Hey, that's my name. Don't wear it out. Yeah. Yeah, and then we just cut to our epilogue type stuff. We caught our monster. Haruki is going off into space to like help Ultraman Z fight evil, like Orb, Geed, Ginga, Classic, Zoffy, Taro, Leo, Ace, Jack, 80, Father, Mother, Belial. Well, not Belial. And everyone else isn't already doing. Yeah, I don't have really much to say about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is what it is,
Yeah.
It yeah, they fly off into space, and that's the end of it.
Yep, that's it. We finished another Ultraman series.
And it's one that neither of us has watched yet until now. Yeah. Okay. Thoughts on this episode? These 4 episodes specifically.
Pretty good. Like, yeah, it could have been condensed down to a 2-parter, but you got to have that 25 episode count. Even though X had 22, but whatever. Like episode 22, I give it an 8 out of 10, and then I just give like basically 9 for after that, and then another 9, and then 9.5 for the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty good, but yeah, it could have been condensed down to 2 episodes.
Yeah. For me, let's see. These 4 episodes, I'd give them an 8. I'm struggling to think of like a score. It's like my issue with the 3-part finale is that I feel like a lot of stuff just like melted together into a soup that it's really hard to like separate the episodes and give them individually an adequate score. At least it's not a repetition of just doing the same creepy pasta 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, bruh, like at this point, it happens so often that even Yuma immediately recognized that he's inside a creepy pasta. Okay, so 22 is an 8. Next episode is an 8. The one after that is about a 7. Last episode is also an 8. It was just the whole, the entire, all 4 episodes can be summed up as being
Mid!
It's like, and of course we have another "oh, my dad's dead" subplot that goes nowhere. The overarching story.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the child. Your father would rather be dead than take care of you. Damn, that is tragic. What a complete jackass.
Yeah, it's like there's really like not much you could do with this. It's like, and I noticed that is a recurring thing that's been going on in Ultraman. You know, having a deceased parent and like nothing comes of it. Like at least with X, there's a bit of a time warp thing going on.
Yeah.
After the whole season, I feel like it's a low 8 for me. It's like it has good parts. I love the ensemble cast, but I just feel like there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and we're just not focusing on those things enough. And once it finally comes ahead, it's like there's really not much to say or do about it. It's cool to see cameos from past Ultraman, and it's cool to see all the past Ultraman's powers become forms. I love the Z-Riser. It's probably my most favorite henshin device from Ultraman thus far. But there's really not much to write home about. I would have to say the best character, if I'm being frank, was Belial Rock. It's like he's only there for a few episodes. He's an asshole, but he's a fun asshole. He's memorable.
Yeah. I mean, with Ultraman Z, I remember hearing from my G-Fest friends how good it was. Yeah. And I do agree to a certain extent that, yes, it was a good season, but it wasn't perfect. But it was certainly better than, say, Taiga or Arc.
Well, I'll agree with you about Arc, but I have to actually see Taiga for me to believe Taiga.
Yeah. Taiga just wasn't that good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to go through Taiga eventually.
Yeah.
I'm just curious which one you're gonna hate more, Taiga or Ultra Q.
I think I'd rather watch Taiga.
Really? It'd be hilarious if I actually find Ultra Q more fun than Taiga.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean, it's all down to personal opinion. But
Oh, yeah.
overall, like, yeah, like the dead dad plot goes nowhere and never gets resolved. He's just gone.
It's just
And
there.
yeah. But I still give it a 9 out of 10. Like, it may not be the best Ultraman series ever, but it was fun and enjoyable and better than other series that I could name.
Yeah, it's definitely not the worst season I've watched. And again, it's crazy how all these considered the best character is literally a talking sword. It's like Tony Oliver be praised.
Yep.
Yeah. With that said, I guess we're done with the season.
Yeah.
All right. Let's look at the comments. This season was okay, but it wasn't as good as X. But at least its smaller cast was better choice compared to X.
Yeah, I agree. X was a better season.
Yeah, but he's not wrong though. One of the biggest problems with X was the cast was just too big. Yeah, I do like that we only have to focus on like 6 characters in total.
Yeah,
and they get to stand out a lot better than the ones in X, like Wataru and Tamaki. I think I got his name right. Or Takato. Yeah, Takato and Wataru. The only thing you remember about them was that football episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Juggless was my favorite part.
He is a troll.
And he's very fun. But again, for me, Pale Yellow Rock kind of tops that. It's like having a fun troll character and then having an even bigger troll. Oh, okay, imagine having Dio Brando troll JoJo like he's Reverse Flash, and then out of nowhere, freaking I was about to cook with this. Okay, imagine having Deadpool show up, and then out of nowhere, Dio shows up, and the two of them are just being buddy. Yeah, I love cutting things out. I like cutting things down too. Does this make us best friends? I think it does. No. Okay. I'm done. Okay, we're done. Okay, season's over. 8 out of 10 for me. Low 8. And that's pretty much it. Any final questions, comments, thoughts?
No, not really. Just 9 out of 10 for the season.
All right. Yeah, and obviously there's no movie for this, so there we go. All right, join us back in a week and a half from now, where we will be discussing Ultraman Omega.
Indeed.
Our Shin Bagami, Ultraman Omega, this July 7th. Yeah, but if you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon, stay notified for our latest videos. Typically, we do Ultraman on Mondays, the current season of Kamen Rider on Wednesdays, which is Gavu, the current season of Super Sentai on Thursdays, which is number 1 Sentai Gojuju, and a past season of Kamen Rider on Sundays. Right, we just finished Ultraman Z. We're gonna do Omega. Oh, that's crazy. We went from one final letter of an alphabet to another.
Yeah, I noticed
letter.
that.
Yeah. Watch next. Next, there's gonna be Ultraman Ya, which is the Russian word for I.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for real though. Like the last letter of the Russian alphabet is the word I.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Translated, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just giving you some perspective. Imagine if the letter I was the last letter of the English alphabet. Yeah.
XYI.
Yeah. Your eyes hypnotize. Why do you stay by my side? I forgot how the rest of the song goes. But yeah, no, it's like we're almost done with classic Kamen Rider. We only have 13 episodes left to go, and 5 of them we're gonna cover tomorrow, Saturday, June 28th at 8 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, just an hour after the debut of one of our upcoming interviews. That's right. We just uploaded. We are uploading 3 interviews this week. The first one's already up. Our homie Steve, who will be discussing Kamen Rider with me tomorrow, made his debut interview appearance with Brad Hawkins, aka Ryan Steele from VR Troopers, aka Trey of Triforia from Power Rangers Zeo. Tomorrow morning, I will have interviewed Mike Hollander, aka JB Reese from VR Troopers, and on Sunday my interview with Sarah Joy Brown, aka Caitlin Starr, and Heather, the most wrongly did character in all of Zeo. She was done dirty. She was treated dirt cheap. Tommy. Yeah, no, Tommy did her dirty. I stand by that. But anyways, yeah, so that's 3 consecutive days with 3 VR Troopers right here on our YouTube channel. And of course, check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do various movies and TV show discussions. We're almost done with Gundam G-Quax. We only have 1 episode left to upload. And it's Karate Kid month. We already did the first 5 Karate Kid movies. All that's left is the final film, Karate Kid Legends, which came out just a month ago, featuring both Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan. And we'll be discussing that on June 30th, Monday. We hope to see you guys there. The movie was fun. We can't wait to discuss it. And of course, we got plenty of other interviews to go over. And July is John Wick month, so be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. And yeah, well, you ever play Kick the Can? There you go. And if you want to say hi to us in person, you could say hi to him at G-Fest, July 11th to the 13th at the Hyatt at Chicago, Illinois. And you can say hi to me at the Marriott at Burbank on September 7th for ToonCon. There's going to be The Batman reunion, so can't wait to see that. We love you guys. We love meeting you guys in person. Do not hesitate to say hi to all of us. Got tons of content waiting for you guys. We hope you enjoy this weekend. It's going to be great. I totally promise you. And until next time, have a Zed-tastic weekend. Goodbye.